Good morning everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Over 50s Job Seeker. And before I've got there's a little thing that keeps pulling me down here, so I'm going to turn you around and show you who she is. Say hello to Skippy, aka Smelly Cat. And she doesn't smell. And Doggy's got smelly dog. Hello, morning. There you go. I'll put you back up here so you kind of see me. How you doing, guys? You all right? Monday morning. So today is so welcome to the channel again, everybody. It's lovely to see you all. It's Monday the 16th of September today, so this is effectively my second week now of being unemployed. Oh, I'm a bit big draggled. I only just got up and just got my coffee. It's always nice to have a quick coffee. Yeah, I know you're there. But before I kick off, guys, I just wanted to say a seriously big thank you to all of you who have subscribed and commented already on some of the videos that I've put up. It's I feel quite overwhelmed, really, and I'm just so excited, and you know that what I'm saying is being heard, and you're giving me feedback, and it feels wonderful, really, and it feels absolutely great. So again, I'll try and keep this 10 or 15 minutes, something like that. It's a bit of a dull day today. I'm hoping tomorrow is going to be a bit of a sunnier day. I'm just going to look at the weather. Yeah, see, Tuesday is looking alright. It's a bit grey today. So, but tomorrow I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to take the Can-Am Spider. We're going to go for a ride, and we're going to head out to the kind of Princetown area, and I'll kind of do a video from up there. Hopefully it's not going to be too windy, but I just thought it would be a nice change, because I want to try and do different things every week if I can, and also I'll get Doggy out this week. I'll take him down Plym Bridge, and I'll try and do a chat. We'll have a chat Wednesday or Thursday. I'll see if the weather holds out. I think it's looking good, to be honest, and we'll do a little chat walking along Plym Bridge with Sam. That would be nice, so keep your eyes open for that one. So yeah, let's get into this. So there's a couple of things. So today I've got an interview for a company. It's a sysops role, and it's 100% remote, so that's good, because the nice thing with that is that I can do that from anywhere. And Sharman, she also works remotely from home. She works for a big company called Atos, and she used to do desk side support, and she's done that all her life, and she's great with Windows, and she helps me out with with a few Windows related things, and so yeah, she works from home. And I think the great thing is, what we could possibly do is just work, I don't know, spend a week in a campsite in Wales, because we're members of the Caravan and Motorhome Club, and yes, we've talked about being wardens, and yes, I would love to be a warden, but unfortunately we have got family commitments. Like Char's mum's quite elderly, and we want to be on the end of the phone. We want to be close to her, so we can go and help her out. We were out there this weekend just doing her fence and painting her fence as well. And so it's not quite the right time yet, and but it is a job that I must admit I get quite excited about, the thought of being a campsite warden, because we're members of the site, and the staff are brilliant, and I've spoken to many wardens, and they just say it's the best job they've ever had, and I would love it. Honestly, I would love going out cutting grass, getting people to their pitches, or directing people and whatever, even cleaning the toilets. That's not a great job, we all know that. But you know what's nice about it is you can go into, what I like about those sorts of jobs is you can sit back and say, you know, you've done it and you can see the work that you've done, you know, and it's very rewarding, you know, in that, because you can see, it's like painting a picture, isn't it? You know, you get an artist and you paint a picture and you can see it and you go, wow, you've done that, you know. I wish I had a passion. I really envy people that have passions, that have those, you know, that have that one thing in life, but I've never found the one thing. I've kind of just been a bit of a, I don't know, a drifter, I suppose, a lone wolf. Never quite found that one thing that really ticks the box all the time. Do you know what I mean? There's things I love. I mean, I love, you know, scuba diving in my day. I'm a qualified scuba diver. You know, I've not done it for a long time, but I loved it. And you get your claws back in. And I love skiing. We still ski. We have got a ski trip booked in March next year, and I'm teaching Sharma to ski. And I mean, yes, I would love to be a ski instructor, but you know, I kind of like being home. Do you know what I mean? And there's lots of things I would love to do, but I can see the pros. I'd love to be a bloody commercial pilot, but I can, you know. But I can see the pros and cons in everything, you know, and it makes it very difficult to you know. If you guys, you know, because do you? What's the question I'm trying to ask? Have any of you found the one job that you love, or do you just, you know, are you a bit like me? I just don't know what you want to do. I mean, I'm 51. I still don't know what I want to bloody do. It's like, oh, for goodness sake! And you can hear the cat. Apologies. Doggy's still in bed. He's not a morning person. He's not a morning dog. You know. But anyway, so it's a little bit about that, and also a little bit about Friday. Yeah, Friday was a funny old day because Shah lost her dad, and I mean, he was 89, and really sad. But it kind of gets you thinking, doesn't it? You know, I'm sat here now thinking, you know, that I've got more life behind me than I've got in front of me. Do you know what I mean? And do you ever think about that? It kind of really rattles me sometimes. You know, it really rocks the core when you think there's so many people around us now that are getting to an age. You know, and even like Skippy, she's 19-year-old cat, and that's in human years. That's, you know. Wow, it's incredible. And Sam dog, he's 9, and Shah's mother, she's like 86 or 89, something like that. And I've got my parents that are kind of getting older, and of course Shah's got a load of brothers as well who are, you know, range from about 50 to 60, and I just think we're gonna sadly see all these people just like, you know, we're just kind of like placing bets who's gonna go next. You know what I mean? It's like how do you deal with that? How do you, that mortality thing, you know, how do, you know, it sort of creeps up, doesn't it? And it kind of hits you like a brick, and all of a sudden you think, oh God, you know, how is this gonna pan out? You know, I think the reality is things are gonna get, you know, in that side of things are gonna get rough, eh? You know, it's and I don't quite know how to deal with it. And I think Sean and I have talked about it. The best thing we kind of do is kind of humor is a good thing, you know, to deal with anything, deal with any sort of, I don't know, anything crap going on in the day. Deal with humor, deal with the way I try and deal with it, like on a Monday morning when you kind of get up for work. And I'm not working today, this Monday today is I feel fantastic because I'm not having to go to work, you know. I know, but how do you deal with, and I think for me, I think about, I have a great way just to think about things in my life that make me smile, make me excited, little snippets of memories that I have, you know, ex-girlfriends, I should have said that out loud. But do you know what I mean? It's those memories and those thoughts you have that keep you going from one day to the next. And whenever you feel, I don't know, just feel a bit, you're kind of being sucked into that black hole. I just kind of like think about those joyous times in your life where it just like, oh, I remember those days, you know. And yeah, remember the days in the war. You know, I'm saying it, wow, I never thought for a moment that I would be looking back more than I'm looking forward, you know. And it's how do you deal with that, guys? And but anyway, I'm not gonna, where are we? Oh my god, we're 10 minutes in already. Okay, so let's talk about Friday last week. So I had a couple of calls last week from an agent, and that was positive. And he talks about two roles he's signed me up for, and one of those roles is in Liskeard, which is literally 15 minutes down the road. And what I love about this role is it's a networking role. It's a network support, network systems engineer, that sort of thing. Back in the working with Cisco, back in working with BGP and IGRP and HSRP, which probably means nothing to you, but I used to be a network manager when I was back in the co-op, and I loved it, absolutely loved it. And I don't know, there's a little bit, this job has got a little bit of DevOps in there as well, not too much, but it's hybrid, so it's 2 days in the office and then 3 days at home or anywhere else that, you know, you've got an internet connection, you know. And it's 55 to 60 grand. I know, so it's a lot, isn't it? It is a lot. I mean, you know, I my last job was 65k, and you know, whilst the money is fantastic, the stress, I don't know. But the job I've got an interview for today, just to skip to today quickly, is 1 o'clock today. It's a telephone interview. I think I mentioned it a couple of days ago in the last videos. And so that one's 32 grand, and it's a sysops engineer. So we're going to see how that pans out. It's 100% remote, so you know it's enough. Do you know what I mean? I don't necessarily need to be earning 60 odd grand, and whilst it is nice, I don't know if I want the stress. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, back to Friday. So the other job was a job in Exeter, and that's again hybrid, and it's 2 days a week, 3 days at home, and that's for a full DevOps engineer. And I was a bit like, ooh, I'm not sure, you know. But do you know what? I've just gone for it anyway. And but also last week, do you remember I said in the last video, I said about I went for a job online. It was like Continental Tires for an IT role, and I had an email through, and it was for a psychometric test, and I did that last Wednesday. Oh my god! And the questions were, you know, they were based on things like, they were asking things like, it was kind of maths related questions on scenarios and stuff like that. It's hard to explain, but it was so 80s, you know. And I think I answered 10 out of 37 of those particular questions, and the next set of questions or problems were kind of like, how do I describe it? It was just like pattern matching. You had these like squares with numbers and letters, and you had to kind of match some kind of pattern. You had to find a pattern. Oh my god, you know, what has this got to do with IT? You know, Continental Tires, really? Come on, you know. And even I spoke to the agency about that particularly, and he knew exactly about the job, and he knew exactly about the testing process, and he said they were an absolute pain in the neck. So I very much doubt I'm going to be getting very far in that one. And but anyway, I hate tests. I don't know, I've gone through life avoiding tests, you know. And this is probably from my school days, of my traumas of being at school, that I've somehow managed to get through life without doing any sort of test. And how I passed my driving test, I do not know, but I actually, thinking about it, I do know, because back when I passed my driving test, there was no theory test. It was just a driving test, and I passed on my second time, you know. I don't know if I would these days. But now you've got to do theory, you've got to do all this other sorts of stuff, and I think that's what put me off taking a motorbike test, you know, or learning to ride a motorbike, just because of my bloody phobia of tests, you know. And I don't know if and I wish I could just get past it, but you know what, I've got this far without it, and I've always found a way around it. Like for instance, so I can't have a motorbike, but a two-wheeled motorbike, but I've got a Can-Am Spider, which is like a reverse trike, and I will show you that tomorrow, guys, hopefully if the weather is good. And it's a nice bit of kit, because you know, Shaman can get on the back of it and it feels safe, it won't fall over, you know. And it's honestly, it's fantastic. And any of you have a motorbike, you'll kind of understand what it's like. You know, you forget about everything when you're on these things, and all your problems just drift away, because you just, you know, you're concentrating on the road. And it's you know what, the way my brain works, if you got a pen and a piece of paper and you draw a line, and you draw a line from A to B, just say that's a thought process. But mine goes from, it doesn't just go to A to B, it goes over here and over there, and then it goes from there to there, and then and it's just chaotic, you know. And that's what my thought process is like 99% of the damn time till I go to bed. But being on the Spider, you know, it kind of slows it down a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So you're not processing. I'm not processing. It's like a bloody CPU processing a blooming 99 core, 99% CPU. You know, and it's exhausting. And that's why sometimes I kind of wonder how on earth I managed to stay in IT as long as I have done. You know. But anyway, so just to summarise, I've got the interview today at 1 o'clock. I'm going to let you know what that's like tomorrow, and I'm going to wait, hopefully hear possibly today about the 2 jobs that have been put forward for last week on Friday for Agent. He was a lovely chap, and I've totally run over. I do apologise. 17 minutes. I'll try and keep these as, you know, as short as possible, but you know, I must admit, I do like to sit and watch YouTube videos, and just with a chill out for a coffee for sometimes 40 minutes of a morning. You know, I'm a bit guilty of that. I'm subscribed to so many, you know, channels from all sorts of things. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be answering some comments today, and I'm going to be trying to get some more painting done. So yeah, thank you so much for all your comments. I will get around to try and answer, you know, and just acknowledge all of you. So, you know, a big thank you to all of you guys that have subscribed, and it's just, I'm absolutely overwhelmed, and you know, I just can't wait to do these videos and kind of talk to you guys, because I just feel like you're there. I feel, you know, and you are there. You're and but anyway, I'll do another video tomorrow and give you an update of what's going on and what this week's going to look like, and how it's going to hopefully pan out. And I can't think if there's anything else. I have applied for also the Met Office as well, and that application process was a real pain in the neck, because you have to evidence everything to even get an interview. So I'm going to see how that goes. And oh, here comes Sam. There he is. I'll just show you. Say hello, mate. He's finally got up. He's a lazy bugger, but he does love his sleep. Anyway, guys, lovely seeing you all. I shall catch up with you tomorrow to let you know what's going on, and keep you abreast of any developments. But as ever, take care, have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.